Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Stephen Phelan. Welcome to my video channel again. What I would like to talk about today is two applications that I really like for the iPad. And I did an iPad review a few months ago with my 64 gigabyte Wi-Fi iPad. And since then, I've just recently picked up the 3G iPad. I wasn't sure initially if I'd want the 3G, but I found there were a couple of times when I wasn't near a good Wi-Fi signal that I decided, you know, maybe it would be useful to have the 3G and just get the inexpensive Rogers plan. You know, the plan I have is $15 or $16 a month, and I'll know in a few months whether or not that's enough for the amount that I'm using the 3G signal, but I believe it will be because I'm mostly using this at home and at the office, and I have good Wi-Fi at both of those locations. But sometimes, you know, if you're out and about and you want to just check something and you don't really want to use your iPhone because everything's so small in the iPhone, once I became used to the size of everything on the iPad, I wanted to use that more often. So this is my 3G iPad. The two applications that I want to speak about today are Mental Note and Audio Note, and they're two applications that I'm using when I go to lectures. So if you're interested in finding things that you can, applications that you can use if you're attending a lecture to take your notes, your lecture notes, instead of writing them on a piece of paper, this will be a good video clip for you. Okay, so this is my iPad that I use for personal use and to take to lectures and to use, you know, around the office and around the house. I have a separate iPad that I use in the office that I don't really put my emails and things on. But let's open this up, and I want to share with you Audio Note and Mental Note. There are these two applications here, and if you open Audio Note, the nice thing about Audio Note is that the way this has been designed, you've got your note paper here. Basically, you can write your notes throughout the day of the lecture, and you basically just use the iPad keyboard, which I've said before works really well. I find it's comfortable to type on. It's much better than the iPhone keyboard. And then you can just change to different parts of the lecture. What I do is I set it up so I start recording at the very beginning of the lecture, and then as the day goes by, you're writing notes, and anywhere where you wrote a note, at the beginning of the note, it timestamps the note. So then you can go back and replay what has been said in the lecture that you've recorded from the audio at the time you've taken the note. So I can go to, you know, 3/4 of the way through the day, I guess, and type or just press on that part of the note. And it replays exactly what has been said. So this is a nice way to review your notes and listen to the lecture over again. You don't have to go through and try and find something that you specifically wanted to hear again. You have it in your notes, and then it's coordinated with the recording. So this, for me, was a very nice note-taking application. I'll show you, let me go to the end. I'll show you typing. So if you press there, you can just type, and the notes are now, you know, it's very easy to type on this. I find it totally comfortable, and it then records the time that you've typed relative to the lecture. So I would press record at the beginning of the day, stop the recording at the breaks, and type away during the course. So that's Audio Note. I think this is my favorite note-taking application. But before I picked up that, I had another application called Mental Note. And Mental Note's quite good as well. What I like about Mental Note, I used this down at the AACD meeting. What I like about this is you can do a few different things. What you can do is you can type, and so typing's no problem. You know, again, brings up the iPad keyboard, works really well that way. But the other thing that you can do with this that I found really neat is you can draw. So you can have your typing, and then you could draw something. You know, you could draw, I don't know, that's nothing really there, but you could draw, you know, a tooth with some roots. You know, you can draw different things, and you can erase it if it doesn't look very good, like that does. you know, it's quite useful. Actually, you can erase it just like this. So you just go backspace and erase. The other thing that we can do here that I liked, you can audio record, but I didn't find you can audio record and timestamp it the way you can with audio notes. So this is more if you want to take notes and do drawings mixed in with your notes like I've done here. And the other thing that you could do is you could take a picture from your picture library. These are pictures actually from my daughter's birthday, so I won't use one of those. But let's take, you know, a dental photo. So here's a dental photo. You can then draw on the dental photo. So this is a case I wanted to wax up, and I could just draw in, you know, we want to increase the incisal edges here, decrease the step to the occlusal plane, and you could draw that in, and then I could change the color right here. And then I could draw another little arrow, let's say, and then I could type in a note here, or I can say, you know, I could write in a note. So this gives me a way, you know, my writing's not very good because I have the tripod actually in my face. But this gives me an opportunity to then make a photo that's been altered with some drawing on it, which is a very nice, useful thing to be able to do as well. So I think both of these, mental note and audio note, have their places, and I'm personally liking both. And I find that they're both useful for you know, for me in my practice, and for, you know, going to lectures, as I said. And you can add photos to your notes as you're going along. So, you know, like this is really a neat, powerful application. So those are the two apps, Mental Note, Audio Note, and I hope you enjoyed this YouTube video, and I'm probably going to try and do some more videos on the iPad and show you a few different other applications that I like for dentistry. For example, LexiComp has a great app. This Drug Med Pro is a really excellent app for drugs and calculating different drug percentages relative to body weight. Does all of that really easily for you. This CheckDent has some little videos which are kind of neat for patient education. You know, I have tons of applications. Some of these are for my kids, some of them are for golf, and some of them are just for educational use. But my first page shows most of the apps that I like for dentistry. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will talk to you soon in the future. Thank you.